Hello, welcome back to Southside Miniatures. I'm starting a new project and I just wanted to show you what I was doing. I'm going to be building a log cabin. I've never built one before, so bear with and we will see how we get on. I've started building the frame, as you can see. First of all, I got a bit of MDF, 20 inches by 18 inches. That's the size of my base here. And then I put another base on the top of it to raise it up off of the ground, and that one is 14 inches by 12 inches. I've started, as you can see, making the frame, and I've made this with 8 by 8 timber, 8mm by 8mm, sorry. And this will be the door. I've made myself a plan. I've drawn it out on a bit of paper here, so I can follow that to see the measurements of where I want the windows and the doors. And I'm going to put a little mezzanine level in there for a bedroom upstairs. So that's that. The actual timber frame I've started erecting here, I've made out of 8mm by 8mm timber. That's the timber I'm using there. And I've measured out so that I've got a gap for my windows here and here, and this is the doorway gap here, and I've done the same for a gap for the windows on either side here. The mezzanine level, I've done a bit of wood there which is 8 inches by 4 inches, and that will sit up there like so. So then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to start laying the flooring in here while I can access it. So for the flooring in here I'm going to use lolly sticks. These are the lolly sticks I'm going to use. I bought them on Amazon. I think they're $7.99 for 300. That's how much I paid for them. So you get quite a bit for your money. And I'm going to use them to make the wooden floor inside the log cabin. So hopefully this will be an interesting build, and join me along the way. As I'm making the floor I will come back to you, so join me in just a minute. Okay, I've laid my floor using my 4.5 inch lolly sticks. I cut the ends off. And what I done is I cut some in half so that I could stagger the floor, so like so, and I've stuck all the floor down, and I've also put flooring on the mezzanine level up there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish off using the 8mm by 8mm wood. I'm going to finish off just putting these. I'll glue these on just to finish off the structure there, like so. There we are. That's only roughly, but I will make sure it all lines up when I glue it. And then I'm going to use, for this bit here, which will be like the, well, it's not a balcony, is it? What do you call it? A veranda, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, this bit here, I'm going to use smaller coffee stirrers, and they're going to go that way. So I'm going to cut these up and make this bit of flooring here go that way, and put a fence up round with a step at the front there. And I've decided that I'm going to make this into a Christmas log cabin, so hopefully I'll get all this done and then I'll come back to you. Well, I can come back to you and show you, because I've actually, you'll have to excuse me today, I've gone down with a bit of a cold, so I'm not feeling too clever, but can't think straight, you know how it goes. I've made a door frame there to go in there. Oh, that's upside down, see? Can't think straight. Oh dear. Right, that's going to go in there. That'll be my door frame there. I've got to make some window frames for here and here. So I'll come back to you and show you once I've glued these on and got that far, then I'll come back to you and show you the window frames, making the window frames to go in here and here. And then I'm going to fill this structure in with foam board all the way round, and then tongue and groove it on the inside. So hopefully it'll look alright. Yeah, and I'll come back to you in a minute. Hi, I'm back. What I've been up to so far is I've finished laying the floor with the coffee stirrers, like I told you, on the veranda at the front, and I've been busy making a handrail up on the mezzanine level, and I made that out of cocktail sticks. My husband kindly routed me a handrail, so I've used that on top and put cocktail sticks. I measured 1 centimetre gap along and stuck cocktail sticks on there, and I think that looks quite good. And also I used the same handrail at the front here on the veranda, and I bought some I don't know what they're called. What are they called?
Stair rails.
Stair rails, that's it. We bought some stair rails, and I used them to go around the front there, and I stuck a bead on top of each post at the front. I've made the window frames just out of 9mm basswood. I've just made a square there. I'm yet to make the windows, so I'll come back to that and show you when I'm making the windows how that turns out. I've just got them sat in there for now, so that I can measure the outside of the, I'll just pop that down there, outside of the building. What I've decided to do on the outside of the building is I've used this. I bought this down at Wicks's. It comes in 8-foot lengths, and it's just a half semicircle, so I thought that'd look quite good on the outside, like simulating logs. So what I'm going to do, I've cut a few of these up just to make a start. As you can see, I've got the workmen in at the moment doing their bits and pieces, helping me build this log cabin. What I'm going to do now is I've measured some pieces. I don't know whether you can see those, and they're to start putting on the side of the building. I did say that I was going to put foam board, like line it with foam board, but I've decided not to do that. I'm just going to use these logs to put on the outside, and I think that'll be a better way. I'm quite happy with that idea. I've measured some of these logs, these battens, to fit the side of the building. I'll turn the house round so you can see, and then we can show you what it's going to look like. Right, I've turned the house round now so you can see the side view of it. I've cut some of these battens here to fit the length of the building, just there. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building them up, and I'll come back and show you me actually doing that once I've cut a few of these. So they're measured, and that's going to go all the way up to the top there. So yeah, I'll cut one now, and I've marked my piece of wood to the length I want. I'm using a little mitre block here and a saw, so I'm just cutting the lengths, as you can see, for my house. There we go. There's another length. Right, I have cut a few now, but I've still got loads more to cut. And when I come back to you, what I'm going to be doing is sticking them on the sides and the front. I'm going to leave the back open for the time being because I need to do some work inside the house. But once I start sticking them, once I've cut them all, I'll come back and show you that. So I'll see you shortly. I've cut some more of the dowels now, and I've started sticking them on to the front and the sides of the log cabin. As you can see, I've measured them all to go in between the windows and that. I'll just show you this side where I've started. But I think once I stain it and that, it will look quite nice. At the front of the house here, I've gone up to underneath the windows, as you can see, and I'm now going to start sticking them up the sides here on yeah, just make sure I get some of that on there, and then stick that level with that there. Hopefully that will stay. There we are. And I just gradually build up the side of the house, making sure I just cover the window frame there so it doesn't fall through. There we go. And the smaller ones. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to carry on and then building this up, and then once I've got to the top there, I'll come back. Well, I'm gonna make this build in 3 different videos. This is the first one, and sorry I've been away for a while, but because people have been on school holidays and stuff like that, I've had to work extra shifts, so I haven't had much time to do anything. But I've come back to it now, and now the kids are back at school this week. It should lighten up my load at work a little bit, but so I can carry on with this. I'm quite excited about this. Yeah, so please join me for the continuation of this log cabin build, and I'd love to have your company. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in part 2, where we'll be doing the inside. Oh God, I put that in the wrong place. I'll put that on the inside. Do the inside, and we'll be making a couple of chairs and a bench and bits and pieces, so that should be quite good. I finished putting the logs on the log cabin now, on the front and the 2 sides. I'll give it a spin round so you can see, and then I'll explain what my next steps will be in the next video. So as I turn it round here, I'm going to be building an outside toilet here, just a little dunny outside here with a bucket, so they can, I don't know what you call them when you just got a hole in the ground, but anyway, that's just going to be an outside loo. And then as I turn it around here, I've left the back open, as I explained to you before, so I can have access, and I'm going to be doing the back up last. I've cut 2 struts here to put in for a window, so there, and that window is going to go in the back there, but I'll leave that until right at the very end. Cut a piece of wood there, which I'm going to use for my table, but I'll do that in the second video. So that's that. Yeah, the roof itself is going to have a hinge on it, so that you can open the roof and access up onto the mezzanine level there where the bed is going to go. So yeah, hopefully, you know, it's I'm quite pleased with it so far. I hope you like it. I'll carry on turning it around so that you can see the front of it again. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost anything. Not many things do nowadays. Press that like button, and I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment if you can, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. So thank you very much for watching.